right, so welcome to Chapter 12.6, Drawing Quadrilaterals. So how can we draw quadrilaterals is our essential question. I know you guys are great at drawing, so you will love this, and Miss Anderson, or Miss Christine will be so proud. So, right here, you have learned to classify quadrilaterals by the number of pairs of opposite sides that are parallel, by the number of pairs of sides of equal length, and by the number of right angles. So how can you draw quadrilaterals? All right, activity 1. Use a grid paper to draw quadrilaterals. Right here it says you need a ruler, so if you have one, perfect. If not, no big deal. Just try your best on making straight lines. I'm sure I have a ruler around here, but I am going to do without. So, use a ruler to draw line segments from points A to B. Let's see if I can zoom in. So we're drawing from A to B. All right. And from B to C. From C to D. And from D to A. Kind of like connect the dots. All right, now it says write the name of your quadrilateral. Well, yesterday we learned about classifying quadrilaterals. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rip this sheet out. Oopsies. Let's see here. There we go. All right, so now I have my sheet. Okay, it's kind of like a little cheat sheet here. So it's going to tell us all about those quadrilaterals we learned. Let's review them. We have a trapezoid, rectangle, square, and rhombus. So then I'm going to go back, and I am going to figure out, okay, what kind of quadrilateral did I just draw? So I'm going to look at my sheet, my cheat sheet, and review these different quadrilaterals. All right, so it says a trapezoid has at least one pair of opposite sides that are parallel lengths of sides that could be the same. All right, so do I have at least one pair of parallel lines? I know I have right here, I have parallel lines. I don't think these are parallel lines because they would end up crossing, but yes, so I would have one. Okay, so that could be a possibility, but let's keep going through them. Rectangles, do I have two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel? Well, let's see here. Let's double check. No, because these are going to cross just like we had said before. Do I have two pairs of sides that are of equal length? Well, A and B and D and C aren't equal length, and A and D and B and C aren't equal lengths, so no. So we know that it can't be a rectangle. All right? Is it a square? Does it have two pairs of sides that are parallel? No. Does it have four sides that are of equal length? No. And it doesn't have four right angles. Okay? A rhombus, does it have two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel? No. And does it have four sides that are of equal length? No. So we can determine that this quadrilateral we just drew is a trapezoid. T-R-A-P-E-Z-O-I-N-D. All right, I'll give you a second to write that. Trapezoid. All right. Oops. Okay. Activity 2. Draw a shape that does not belong. Okay, so this is a little tricky, but I want you guys to just try your best and follow along with me here. I'm going to do a few examples with you. All right. Here are 3 examples of a quadrilateral. An example of a polygon, or draw an example of a polygon that is not a quadrilateral. All right, so we know that quadrilaterals, if you go back to the sheet, it's going to be your best friend throughout this. I know that a quadrilateral has 4 sides and 4 angles, okay? So right here, I can determine, I know where those 4 sides are. I know where those 4 sides are. They're right here, right here, right here, right here. And then those angles are where the 2 lines meet to form a ray. So I have 4 angles. I'll do it right here. This is not something you have to do, but it's nice to kind of just, it's a good practice to remember what a quadrilateral really is. All right, and here I'll draw it. Oops, whoa. All right. So really, here there can be lots of different answers, but I am just going to show you an example of one. So we need to draw something that's not a quadrilateral. So it can't have 4 sides and it can't have 4 angles. Okay, so how about I do a shape like this? Okay. Try your best with drawing. Let me fix that so you guys can see it better. All right. Why is this not a quadrilateral? It's not a quadrilateral because it has how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. So here it says, explain why your polygon is not a quadrilateral. It is not a quadrilateral. It's a hard word to spell. Because it has 6 sides and 6 angles. All right. So if you need time writing that, you can just pause the video, but I am going to move on. All right. Oops. Let's see here. All right. So here are 3 examples of a square. Draw a quadrilateral that is not a square. So again, there can be many different drawings for this one, but I'll show you what I'm going to do just so you can get an idea. So again, look at that cheat sheet we have. What is a square? A square has 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel, 4 sides that are of equal length, and 4 right angles. So it has to have all those things to be a square. So I'm drawing this shape. Tell me, why is that shape not a quadrilateral? Think it in your head. Say it out loud. Say it to your dog. Say it to your cat. All right. Or why is this, yes, why is this quadrilateral not a square? So, I know that a square has 4 equal sides. Are these sides equal? Yep, but these sides are equal, but they're not the same length, so they don't have 4 equal sides. So it is not a square because it doesn't have All right. Again, pause the video if you need time to write that. All right, next one. Here are 3 examples of a rectangle. Draw a quadrilateral that is not a rectangle. Okay, so let's look here at our cheat sheet. Best friend, BFF. All right, so let's look at that definition of a rectangle. So a rectangle has 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel, 2 pairs of sides that are of equal length, 4 right angles. All right. Again, there could be so many different shapes you could draw, but this is a shape I am going to draw. Oops. All right, why is this not a quadrilateral? So, it does not have, so let's look here. Does it have 4 right angles? Well, I don't see right angles anywhere. I see 2 obtuse angles and 2 acute angles. So, first off, it does not have it does not have 4 right angles. Okay, what else? Let's look here. Does it have 2 pairs of sides that are of equal length? Well, these sides are of equal length, but are these 2 sides equal length? No. So it does not have 4 right angles, 2 pairs of sides of equal length, and are 2 pairs of the sides parallel? Well, I know these would be parallel, but are these 2 lines parallel? I think if they kept going and going, they would end up crossing right here. So they are not parallel. And 2, oopsies. Pairs are not parallel. All right, again, pause it. I know that was a lot of writing, but I am moving on to the next one. Last one. All right, so here are 3 examples of a rhombus. Draw a quadrilateral that is not a rhombus. One thing we need to remember here is it's telling us to draw a quadrilateral, and a quadrilateral has 4 sides. So these shapes I've drawn have 4 sides. They're just not the shape it's asking, the specific quadrilateral it's asking us to draw. So, again, cheat sheet. We have a rhombus. We know a rhombus has 2 pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. And it has 4 sides that are of equal length. So again, tons of different drawings you can do, and you are going to have the opportunity to do that on your own, but I'm going to show you the one I will do. All right, let's see if I can draw this. I have it in my mind. All right, so because a rhombus has to have 4 equal sides, we know that these two sides are equal, but are these two sides equal? They kind of look equal, but let's look here. If we count our squares, let me make this a little bit clearer. So, right here, this length and this length, this has 3 squares and this length has 4 squares. So they are different. So explain why your quadrilateral is not a rhombus. Not a rhombus. It does not have 4 equal sides. All right, so now it's your turn. Try these on your own. Share and show on your own. Again, I will have the answers posted, but I want you guys to try your best. Again, problem-solving applications. I know you can do it. Challenge yourself, people. You got it. And again, no homework unless you really want to do it. All right, have fun.